My phone filled up with storage. Alright, I'll start a new thing now. So, right here in the back, we have this part, which is my favorite part of this whole entire tank of what I actually use. On the real tank, that's actually for loading the ammo in, so you don't have to like carry it through the hatches or something, which would be stupid. So I'll take that off camera. There you go. Do you guys know what that is? That is a engine piece, and that has the perfect hole to fit something like, I don't know. Let's just pretend this is a shell, and you shove it in there. I don't want to do that now because it'll probably get stuck inside the turret ring. Uh, yeah, that works out pretty well. Here's the little cap for it. This is actually a weak spot on the real tank. The mouse tank. Uh, this is, I think, it's the biggest tank in the world. Not quite sure though. I don't know if those things like the Type 5 heavy and all that Type 4 heavy are real, because those are Japanese things. I'm not quite sure. I think Wargaming just made that crap up. So yeah. Right here, this one side part comes off really easy. You'll see in there how smooth that is. Uh, here you go. Here's what we have inside here. You can see a light through there, so that means it is a big hole. And what we have is the first loader. Also, he loads this gun. That's for. Look at this. Yes, I did spend a lot of time doing the gun and the breech back here. It took a while. You can see in there. It looks like a real breech would look, because you were to push the shell into there and your hand would come past that gap, and then you pull your hand out, close the breech block, and fire it. Also have the little parts right there. I don't know what those are for. I think those are for when the gun fires, there is a pushback or knockback. I don't know what it's called. Where the gun basically fires and then it gets pushed back like that. I think those are springs or whatever. Might be pistons that push it back, but I don't know. And this little cage right there is for that, I think, too. There's the little breech for the small gun. Doesn't line up perfectly, but I'm fine with that. This gun does line up perfectly with that. You see. And then, what else do we have here? We have this guy right there, which is actually controlling the elevation of the gun and the depression. This guy is the gunner. He's just seeing what's up out there. And I think that's about it. There's ammo racks right here and right here. You can get a better view just by doing this. See all that. And it's pretty good. I'm gonna take off this so you can see the whole entire turret ring. Here's this part off. It's not connected by much. It's only this part and this part connected. And here you go. Here's the turret ring inside there. You can see that. That look good. Oops. Dumb thing. Alright. Oh. Alright, I'll fix that later. Well, you can basically see what this looks like. There's an ammo rack there. There's a second ammo rack there. Ammo rack here, ammo rack there. And there'll also be some down inside there, but you can only see the tracks right now. I did not feel like adding those in, because it's way too hard to do this turret ring in the first place. This guy is standing on the turret ring part. And there's the turret monster in there. In case you don't know what that is, that's basically something where people made up stuff because, like, their hats and stuff will get pulled into the turret and then disappear. It's kind of funny, actually, because that happens a lot. Well, not nowadays, but it used to happen a lot. You can see in here, all that stuff. Pretty nice. And I'm going to take off this part so you can see the sides. And that should be it after all that. So let's do that. That took a very long time to pry off, and I was not very happy with the outcome. Great. Let's fix that. you can just see the turret ring inside there. Doesn't that look nice? And this part is going to be weak now because this got taken off, so that's not very good. You can basically see on those sides though what that's supposed to do and what this part is supposed to do. Yeah. This suspension does not work, but yet I decided to add in the detail. This one actually doesn't have a wheel in there. I don't know why in the back part, but everything else does. See both the wheels on both sides. And the tracks stay on quite well. It's not very easy to make this thing roll because it's gripping too much. It has too much friction. Also, the tracks are very tightly. I mean, that's a lie. Yeah. Then you can see inside there, I used, let's see if I can find something. I used this technique right here, which is inside there, except it's different. You can sort of see those white pieces in there. So what is this? This is what I use for most gigantic things, like my Antonov 225. I didn't take any pictures or anything of it, but I do have a wing still intact somewhere. I took a picture and put that on my Instagram. Then I deleted it, so good for me. Alright, but anyway, this is what I use for all my gigantic builds. No matter how much you shake it, drop it, or anything, it just doesn't want to come apart. Here's basically what's inside it. Except for that, don't do that. Except they'd be a lot bigger and they connect to each other. Works out pretty well. As long as you do that for a lot of stuff. I use this for a lot. I use this for my T95 because there was a lot of space in there and I didn't really want to make it weak. So I used one of these and boy, that worked out well. I don't know why, it kind of looks like a Ferdinand or elephant, depending on what you want to call it. I like calling it Ferdinand. Elephant sounds dumb, and they even spelled it wrong, so doesn't make any sense to say elephant with the F, not the PH. You got that? Learn how to spell German. Germany, yeah. Whatever. Let's see what else that I did not cover. No, I don't know. Alright, I guess I'll look at the front here. This part, you can see, oh, nicely made. That, I use different building techniques. And down there, you can just see what that looked like. Looks pretty nice. And this turret can spin a full 360. I'm not gonna, actually I will try and show you. Okay. Oh, god dang it. See, it gets barely stuck. So you lift it up slightly. Ooh, man. Oh, man. Ah! 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 Oh, there we go. I seem to have fixed it magically. Let's see what else I have on this thing. You can see inside there, I did do a good job of making that, like, the square part you see inside the turret ring accurate. You see that? Big turret ring part. Yes, it's seamless, except for little parts every now and then. But, other than that, I think I did a decent job with this. I would have a T95 to compare this to, but I seem to have dropped it a very long time ago, and I did not really want to rebuild it because it was in millions of pieces. Especially if you drop it down the stairs. Well, it was like 3 stairs. Still bad though. That's about it. If you want to go look at my Instagram, go like my photos. It's Lego_tank. Very hard to remember. Alright, that's about it. And I might destroy this within a couple of days or maybe now. Off camera. Destroy it with my foot. I don't know. That's it. Okay, bye.